Okay, this video is about this woman. She wrote a bill saying that sexual orientation, the mention of it, should not be allowed in school. Now, I already watched almost all of this, if you're just wondering. Okay, I want y'all to hear the bill that she wrote, because to my understanding, you're not allowed to have religion in school, right? Am I wrong? Like, I had Young Life in school. Yes, that is Christian based. But let's say that I was a Buddhist. And I am saying this not knowing anything about Buddhism. What if I was Hindi? I don't know anything about Hinduism. I think I'm saying that right. Sorry. And if that's the same thing, please forgive me. I apologize. I'm not trying to offend anyone's religion. I am for equality for all. I identify as a Christian, and I respect you. If you don't, that is okay. I think you should be able to believe in whatever you want to believe in. And if that is atheism, I think you should believe in atheism. Like, I don't think my religion is better than anybody else's religion. So with me saying that, this woman, I want you to hear what she says.
By school personnel or third parties relating to sexual orientation or gender identity shall occur. Martha Washington's fame of the stars married to George Washington. Language in your bill. No classroom instruction by school personnel or third parties relating to sexual orientation or gender identity shall occur. Lady, you mentioned George Washington. Who is Martha Washington?
His wife.
Under your bill, how could you mention that in a classroom?
So to me, that's not sexual orientation.
Really? So it's only really certain.
Okay, so he said, George Washington, who is Martha Washington? Martha Washington is his wife. He says, I don't know if y'all heard that, but I'm repeating. He said, okay, how do you say that who Martha Washington is without sexual orientation? She says she does not consider Martha Washington being his wife sexual orientation. Well, her sexual orientation is she's a straight female married to a straight male. And I don't know them personally. They might not have been straight. They were married. That's one thing that we know. So that's what he's asking. How can you say that Martha Washington is George Washington's wife? Okay, you're saying their sexual orientation. Now, let's say that it was George Washington And Fred Washington, yes, I'm still on Fred from Emily D. Baker earlier. So let's say it's George Washington and Fred Washington. Will you be allowed to say who was Fred Washington? Oh, that's George Washington's husband. No, you can't say that. Why? Because you're talking about sexual orientation of Fred Washington. Sorry.
Certain sexual orientations that you want prohibited from introduction in the classroom.
Do you have language to make that better, to make it where you're not talking?
Lady, I didn't introduce your bill.
Okay.
And I didn't write it. You wrote it, and so I'm asking what it means. Which sexual orientations do you believe should be prohibited from Missouri classrooms?
We all have a moral compass. And my moral compass is compared with the Bible.
And right there, you just brought church into school. Is that not allowed? You brought religion into public school. That is not allowed. Because if that's the case, okay, say that I am a polygamous Mormon. And I know not all Mormons are polygamous. But let's say that I am a polygamous Mormon. Can I talk about my dad and my mom and my dad's sister wives, or my mom's sister wives, my dad's other wives? No. Why? Because one, I'm talking about a religion that is illegal to Christians. Like I said, I identify as Christian. Hold on, Savannah. I identify as Christian. So therefore, I know what she means because I was taught what she meant. The difference between me and her is I feel like, my opinion, that my God, the God that I serve, the God that I was taught about, did not say you have to hate this person because of XYZ. Now, on the other hand, I also was taught that. But see, my problem is, I was taught, no, God loves everybody. God saves everybody. God is a merciful God. God is a jealous God. God is Alpha, Omega, beginning and end. God sent down His only Son to save the world. That's what I was taught. I was not taught, okay, well, you gotta hate this specific person because God hates this person. No. They said God loves everybody. They didn't say He only loves these certain people. They said God loves everybody. God made man, which we are all man, woman, man, men, man, in His image. So if I'm going to hate somebody else, another person that is made in God's image, is that not hating God? I mean, I'm asking. Because I don't hate God. I love God. I love everybody, though. I don't discriminate against anybody. Like I said, hold on. I don't hate God. I love God. And if man is made in God's image, I love men. And not the male species. I'm talking about men and women. I don't have to be your same sex or your same sexuality for me to love you. What I mean by that is technically I identify not necessarily, but I understand it more as asexual. I consider myself straight because I only dated guys. But like Bree from Precious Star Paths said that she's asexual, and that's how she identifies herself, because she says she's attracted to guys, and if she sees a cute girl, she thinks that girl's cute. But realistically, she don't want to be with either. She's okay with being by herself. Hence, while she went down the single mother by choice route, she made the choice that she wants a child, but she doesn't want to sleep with a guy to get that child. So she chose to get in vitro fertilization. Now, yeah, she could have slept with a guy, but she doesn't want to sleep with no guy. Never have, and she probably never will. And if she does, that's her business. That's her body. That's her personal choice. If she ever wants to sleep with a guy, if she ever wants to sleep with a girl. But her choice is to never, do sexual acts with anybody. That's her choice. But that did not change her choice. That did not change the fact that she wanted a child. And since science has made it to where she does not have to have a physical partner to get her child, she could get in vitro fertilization, which she did, and had a beautiful baby boy. That's her choice, and I would never down her for her choice. Like, I actually am like, Brie, I'm you. I am basically you. Like, anybody that knows me know that I only wanted to get married to have a child, not to be with a guy. And if I chose to be with a girl, not to be with a girl. Like, I never was one of them teenagers that was like, I want to date a guy, I want to do that. I never wanted that. Okay, guys, like, real life. I think I'm on the spectrum. I really do. Because I got more joy in playing in the dirt, playing with my dolls, than I did, like, hanging out with friends. Like I said, I don't really like people. I don't like being around people. All I knew was I wanted a baby. So I was not a promiscuous teenager. I only wanted a boyfriend in school because, one, I was told, you're a girl, you date guys. I was like, okay, I'm a girl, I date guys. But me growing up, I never wanted to be a girl, but it wasn't because I liked it, girls. I never wanted to be a girl because I wanted to walk around with no shirt on. And that's real. Literally, I didn't want to be a boy because I felt like a boy. I wanted, I guess, because I like Magnum P.I. I liked it, the A-Team. So when I seen Mr. T, I wanted a mohawk. I wanted, who else? Somebody else had a rat tail. I wanted a rat tail. I'm 3 years old. Literally, my sister accidentally dropped me on my head. Shut up, y'all. That's not why I'm crazy. Anyhow, my sister accidentally drops me on my head, busts my head in the back. I cried more that they cut my rat tail off rather than, like, I mean, look, I was like 3.5, 4. So yeah, it hurt, and I could still remember the pain. And I remember they had to hold me down, and I'm talking about they held me down because they had to numb it in order to staple my head shut. I remember that. I remember it like it was yesterday. And I remember going through the x-ray machine. And I remember asking my mama if I can have my rat tail. And she told me, I'm sorry, you don't have any hair back there, because they had to shave it off. And I cried. Not because I was in pain at that time. I cried because they cut my rat tail off. All I wanted in life was my mohawk, which my mom had banana clips, and she always braided my hair in like a French braid with the banana clip so that I could have my mohawk, but it basically a French braid, and then my rat tail. Anyhow, but when I was 18, I was like, okay, when I graduate high school, I'm going to get married. I'm going to have my first child at 18, 3 at 21, 6 at 25. None of that worked. My girls was born when I was 29. And I, unfortunately, did not get to give birth to them. I was there when they were born. I did not get to cut Hannah's umbilical cord because her umbilical cord was very short. I did not get to cut Savannah's umbilical cord because she was an emergency C-section. So I wasn't in the room when she was born. They brought her to me. And me and Hannah, well, by that time Hannah was asleep because Hannah was an hour and 30 minutes old. They're an hour and 36 minutes apart. But my point of it is, Hannah was asleep. Hannah's like, look, I've been in this world for like over an hour. I'm tired of waiting on her. Anyhow. But I identify as Christian. But I don't agree with this woman.
Lady, I believe during your testimony, you said that you didn't want teachers' personal beliefs entering the classroom, but it seemed a lot like your personal belief. You would like to enter all Missouri classrooms.
You can believe something without putting that onto somebody by the way you behave.
Okay, she said you can believe something without putting it on somebody. Okay, in that aspect, you don't want you don't want other relationships to be taught to kids. You don't want actual history as far as Black history, as far as indigenous history, as far as the real raw, the ugly, and the beautiful of America. You don't want that taught in school. You don't want that taught to kids. But you're saying that they're allowed to talk about straight marriages, but they're not allowed to talk about same-sex marriages. They're allowed to talk about the rights of the women's suffrage in 1910. They're allowed to talk about that, but they're not allowed to talk about the Million Man March in 1966, if I'm not mistaken, because I know that it became legal in 1965. I don't know the month specifically, but it was legal 1965 for Black Americans to be able to vote. My mama was born in 1963. When she was born, she could not vote if she was 18. My daddy was born in 1961. When he was born, he was not able to vote if he was 18. Gary was born in 1965. And even if he was born in 1900, he could still vote. Because he was a white, or he is a white male, not was, he's still alive. Because he is a white male. And that, I am so glad that he had that right, because he is not the past. He is his own self. My point of me saying that is, you say you don't want somebody else's views to be put on these kids, but yet your views is going to be put on these kids. Make it make sense, ma'am. Make it make sense.
You can have beliefs and morals and values that guide you through life.
I don't dispute that, but I'm asking about the language of your bill and how it would permit the mention of the historical figure Martha Washington. Could you explain that to me?
Why is she famous? Is she famous because she's married to George Washington?
It seems like that would be a relevant fact in her biography, yes. Could it be mentioned under the plain reading language of your bill? Is that a no?
I don't know, sir.
Okay.
Oh my God, I swear.
And there you go. And there you go. She doesn't know. Why don't she know? Because she knows that her bill is saying, if you're not straight, you're not right. Her bill is saying no other religion, which religion does not belong in school according to the government. According to the government, not to me. I'm watching Brian Tyler Cohen. Shout outs to him. I will be linking this specific video in this little video, giving him credit for his work. But you're bringing religion in school, which they said you can't do that because if any other religion besides Christianity wanted to be recognized in school, the answer would be no. And that's not fair. And Christianity is my religion. So I'm not saying that I am a different religion and it's not fair that I don't get to practice that in school. I'm saying my own religion is okay to practice in school, but nobody else's is not. And that's not right. Because like I said, the God that I serve, is a very jealous God. He does not want you to worship any false idols. Now, with that said, if I grew up in another part of the world and I didn't grow up under Christianity, I will not be breaking that law of worshiping, in everybody else's words, not mine. I would not be worshiping a false idol, a false god, if I am not of that religion. Like, I can't. This is me talking. I feel like if I'm not a Christian, if I am not of the Christian religion, if I am not of the Jewish religion, and please correct me if Judaism is not like this, because I don't know. But if I am under, and please correct me if I'm wrong, Hinduism, and I think that they believe in sun god and earth god. I'm not for sure. I know one of the religions believe in different gods for different things. And if that's not it, please forgive me. I don't know. But if I am raised under that specific religion, me worshiping a sun god and an earth god and a water god, or the different gods, I'm not worshiping false idols, because these gods are my God. But if I am a Christian and I'm worshiping these other gods over my Jesus, over my Lord, over my Lord and Savior, over my God, then yes, that would be worshiping a false idol, like they did in 10 Commandments. And Dathan had them build that golden, golden calf. And Moses came down and he was just like, I was gone. I was literally talking to a burning bush for y'all. Like, look at me. I am now white-headed because I have gotten to hear the voice of God and have gotten true wisdom to bring to you. And then I'm gone. I don't know how long Moses was gone for, but let's say he was gone for a week. I don't know. It might have took more than a week. I don't know. It might have took a day. I don't know. Don't quote me on that. I don't know how long Moses was gone. But he was gone. And then when he came back, Dathan already put the jujus in his ear. And literally the only reason why Dathan got saved was because what was it, Joseph, that girl that he was in love with? You only got saved because of that girl, Dathan. Come on now. I mean, even though you was a Hebrew, but and technically Hebrew slave, but because, you know what, see, I was about to go there. You know what, I'm gonna keep that for myself, because that's evil thoughts. Don't think like that. Because I was about to go there. And I do apologize, Jesus, for, you know what I was about to say, and I apologize for that. I do. Only because that's not nice thoughts. I'm not mad. I mean, I'm not sorry that I thought of it, because that's my true thoughts. I am sorry that I went there. That was low. That was dirty. I didn't say it out loud, but God knows what I was about to say. And I am apologizing that I went low. Not that I thought of it, but that I went low. That's all I'm saying. I always say I am never sorry for what I say, because I mean it in the moment that I say it. I am sorry in the way that I say it. And at that aspect, I'm sorry that I went low. Because I went low when I could have just chose not to go low. That was a choice. To go low and to be dirty and to just think what I thought without trying to be intellectual, trying to use what knowledge I have in my head. Anyhow, I believe in equality. Equality for all. Equality. Everyone. Equality. That's what I believe. If you're gay, I am for you. If you're straight, I'm for you. If you are pansexual, I'm for you. If you're asexual, I'm for you. If you're bisexual, if you are trans in any way, I am for you. I am for everyone. I think your body, your choice. What I feel like for my personal body, what I feel like personal for me, that's for me. That's me. But because I have my own feelings and I have my own thoughts, don't mean that I should be able to tell you how to feel and how to think. No. Because I don't want you to tell me how to feel and how to think. No. I'm no hypocrite. If I say that I'm straight or asexual, when I really don't want the person, I just literally, I don't care if I didn't have a boyfriend. I have kids, as long as I got my girls. If I had sons, as long as I got my sons. Like I said, all I wanted in life was kids. And if the only way that for me to get a child is to be with a guy, then that's what I had to do. That's all I'm saying. I never wanted to be with a guy because it was like, oh yeah, I want to be with this guy. It was like, okay, I want a boyfriend because that's what I was supposed to do. I use that very loosely. I'm supposed to want to have a boyfriend. When in reality, I only wanted that because they said that that's what teenagers wanted. Literally, I tried putting on makeup as a teenager, and I'm like, I don't even want to do this. But because they're like, oh, well, teenage girls wants to wear makeup. I was like, okay, well, I want to wear makeup. I never wanted to wear makeup. Literally, I used to put eyeliner, the white eyeliner on the top lid, and put like a different color eyeshadow. I did that and wore lip gloss for I maybe did that for like maybe 2 or 3 months in middle school, because that's what I was supposed to do. I was a teenager. I'm supposed to want to wear makeup. No, I don't. Like, I was like, man, give me some good lip gloss, because I like my teeth and I like my lips. But it wasn't because I wanted to be seen. It was, I like my lips. I like to look at my lips. My teeth was my favorite thing about me. I don't wear lip gloss now. I wear chapstick because, you know, if my lips are chapped, okay, I'll wear chapstick. But I don't wear lip gloss no more because I don't want nobody to see my mouth, because I don't have any teeth. My favorite thing about myself is now gone. But that's something I'm going to deal with. But like I said, I never wanted to wear makeup. I never wanted to wear makeup, so I didn't. I never wanted to go to the mall and walk around and buy all the scents and buy all the lotions, and no, I never wanted to do that. I did that a couple of times, but it wasn't because I wanted to. It's because I'm a teenager. That's what I'm supposed to want to do. But realistically, I want to just sit at home and listen to music on my radio, or play in the dirt, or play with my dolls, or watch TV, eat and get fat. Anybody that knows me know that that's true. Like, yes, I used to go down my friend's house that lived maybe 10-15 minutes out there in Lonsdale. Shout out to y'all, know who y'all are. Paint Bridge, that's all I'm saying. I'm just saying, Paint Bridge. I used to hang out with them, and they could tell you I was a very odd teenager. I'm a very odd adult. Still to right now, I'm a very odd person. But I literally used to hang out with them, and I was about to tell, guys, I was about to tell our business. I'm sorry, I shut up. I'm gonna go, y'all, before I start spilling some stuff that I ain't supposed to, because y'all know I can talk, and I was about to, my mouth is shut. I'm sorry, guys. Y'all know who y'all are. If y'all see this, I'm sorry. I won't tell our secrets.